The new Downtown Cary Park opened just a few weeks ago. It's truly incredible. If you've ever been thinking, how can I live close to this amazing new park? That's what we're gonna be talking about today. Stick around.
All right, so Downtown Cary Park is the newest park in Cary, and as the name suggests, it is in the heart of downtown Cary.
Zach wanted to share with you the location in case it wasn't obvious enough by the title. But Downtown Cary Park, it's awesome. Like you mentioned, it's the newest one. It's about 7 acres and it just sits right downtown. So it's just very picturesque and it's really neat. There's all these like winding trails and like nooks and crannies throughout that you keep walking like, oh, I didn't see that when I was on the other side, you know? And what I think makes it really special, I feel like a lot of parks kind of feel like they have 1 or 2 purposes, and that's typically going to be like recreational fields for, you know, soccer fields, baseball fields, maybe trails for running, or a playground or something. And I feel like here it just feels like it just has a different feel to it, where it just feels like, oh, I was just downtown, so I'll just take a stroll real quick through here or meet up with a friend. It doesn't feel like you have to come with kids, I guess. Whereas I feel like a lot of parks, it's more like, I'm gonna go just because there's a playground. There is a playground here and the equipment is really unique and cool, but there's a lot more than just that. You know, they've got a botanical garden, a little dog park. Right now there's an ice skating rink through only a couple more weeks to mid-January, and just like a lot of walking trails and a little marketplace that sells local things, a little bar by the Barkyard. So just a lot of cool things that make it really unique. Yeah,
exactly. And we're gonna head to some neighborhoods now that are close by. So if you wanna live near this park, we're gonna go check out some neighborhoods. It'd be a great fit for you.
Yeah.
All right, so the closest neighborhood we're gonna talk about to Cary Park is Russel Hills. So it's literally within walking distance. You're probably a mile or so out from the park. An older neighborhood, average homes built here are around 1960.
Yeah, and you'll find that with a lot of the neighborhoods we're gonna talk about today. What I find really interesting, I feel like most cities, when you're close to the downtown areas, is when the prices are the most expensive sometimes. And in Cary, I feel like it's kind of the opposite. Cary's a very expensive place to live within the triangle. Like prices usually averaging closer in like to the 7s, but most of the neighborhoods we're looking at today are gonna be closer to the 5s. So like
which is
better.
What this one is.
Right, so homes in this neighborhood are around 500,000. Now there's a trade-off there, right? These homes are significantly older than a lot of what you'll find in Cary, and then a lot smaller too, and probably gonna have a mixture of some that maybe have some renovations, but nothing's probably gonna be like brand new looking necessarily. So, you know, that's kind of the trade-off you get, but you know, you actually get a yard, which is not the case in a lot of homes in Cary. So yeah, you get trees, a yard, you can like, it just feels very peaceful. The fact that we're so close to downtown is, not that downtown Cary is huge or anything like that, but you know, it's just, it feels very peaceful here.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so our next neighborhood is Greenwood Forest. It has a kind of similar feel to the last neighborhood that we were in, but I think the homes here are just a little bit bigger. You're looking at around 2,000-ish square feet in this neighborhood. Average prices in the last year or so have been about $550. Now, you know, you have to take that with a grain of salt. I think some of that's going to be averaging in some properties that probably needed a lot of fixing up. So, you know, you have a lot of that in older neighborhoods like this, because the average year built here is in the mid-60s. So, you know, you have that. But another thing, like the other neighborhood, you get a pretty big yard, right around half an acre or so, and a lot of established trees, and it just has a very like cozy feel to it.
It does, and it's about a 5-minute drive to the Downtown Cary Park. So once again, super close.
Right. Not really walkable per se, but definitely, I mean, if you wanted to do a half-hour walk, then for sure. But it just depends on how much time you have. But yeah, it's so nice. It feels very established. I think something about these past 2 neighborhoods that's kind of refreshing in Cary is it's nice to see something that's like clearly not like an HOA cookie cutter type neighborhood, which kind of can consume a lot of parts of Cary sometimes.
It does, So if you want a part of Cary that is not in an HOA, an area like this is perfect for that.
Right. If you don't mind there being Christmas decorations past December 26th, or you know, like things looking a little more unrefined, I think a neighborhood like this is really cool. To me, I love it. I think it's awesome. It looks like a really fun place to grow up. With how big the yards are and just like walking the sidewalks and everything, it looks really fun. All right, so the last on our list today is Kildaire Farm. This is like a quintessential Cary neighborhood. It's a very large planned development in the area, and one of my favorites to drive through with just lots of character and fun homes.
So the average price point here is in the mid to high fours, and the average home here was built in the early 80s. And so definitely kind of the theme of this video as far as the neighborhoods we talked about have been older houses, but also significantly less expensive houses than typically what you get in Cary.
Yeah, which is amazing. So you get all the cool part, you have a more established side of town, you have a lot more space in your yard, a lot more trees, and great access to the new Downtown Cary Park, but also just Downtown Cary in general.
And lower prices.
And lower prices.
Yeah,
it's all
really
wins.
Yeah, it is, it is. All right, so those are 3 neighborhoods that put you close to the Downtown Cary Park. Obviously, these are just 3. There's plenty of other options, but I'm Zach. This is my beautiful wife, Cindy. We're a couple real estate agents in the area. We would love to be your real estate resource of choice, so feel free to reach out to us at the contact info below if you're looking to buy or sell.
Yeah, and you can find us on Instagram at the Honeycutt Realtors or our website, honeycutteam.com, and we look forward to connecting with you.
Yep, we'll see y'all next time.